Hi guys, Cameron Cross, General Manager of the East Rosebud Billings location. Today we're going to be showing you how I like to tie a basic tailwater nymphing leader for the Bighorn, the Missouri, any tailwaters you like to fish. Alright guys, so for the first step we're going to start with about a 16-inch section of this 35-pound Rio Power Flex for our butt section. And that's where we're going to put our bobber. So we've got our 16 inches of 35-pound. We're going to do that right to a 40-pound tippet swivel. Just clinch knot that swivel on there. Get that clinch knot swivel. Trim that section. And that's going to be the section our bobber generally stays on. So today we're going to use an Oros in the medium size. I'm just going to pop that Oros right onto that butt section. And that swivel will act a little bit as a stop for our bobber there. So that's our butt section. From there, we're going to move down to some 1X 13-pound Rio FluoroFlex Strong. We're going to use about 6 feet of that. We're just going to clench knot that right to the bottom of our first swivel here. Trim our butt section. Alrighty. So now we're going to have about 6 feet of that FluoroFlex Strong in 1X. At the end of that 6 feet, we're going to add one more for our tippet swivels. And that's going to act as a little bit of a stopper for our tungsten putty, as well as a point to add the rest of our tippet. Clench knot that on there again. Alrighty, we got our 6 feet of 1X. We're going to jump down to our Hareline Soft Tungsten putty. Pinch a little bit of that off. I like to just kind of flatten it out a bit. Don't need quite that much. Flatten it out with my thumbs a little bit. And we're going to lay that just on the back side of this swivel here. Press it down in, and I like to just fold it over, flatten it out one more time, and then I just take my fingers, roll that into a little bit of a rod type shape. Just roll it on there good. So now we've got our rod of tungsten putty there right up against our swivel. From there, I like to take about 18 inches of 3X fluorocarbon, generally speaking. I'm going to clench knot that right to the bottom of our second swivel. Snip that tag end. So now we've got our swivel and our weight, 18 inches of 3X, down to our first fly. We're just going to use this Ray Charles for an example. Clench knot. Slide that down. Cut our tag end off. Everybody does it a little different. I prefer to go eye to eye on my top fly connection. So we're going to take another 18 inches of 3X. Just another clench knot there. What that eye-to-eye connection is going to do is it's going to keep your hook off of your tippet. That way nothing's getting in the way of that fish eating it. And we're just going to add a second fly, little split back PMD at the bottom. Clench knot that on there. That's going to finish our leader. So we've got about 36 inches from our weight tungsten putty to our bottom fly, 2 18-inch sections. Then we've got about 6 feet of that 1X fluorocarbon coming all the way up to our second tippet swivel, and then just a 16-inch butt section, a 35-pound to kind of leash our bobber. And that's going to finish out my Tailwater Nymphimg leader.